Hines Brothers.
Welcome to. Oh yeah, it is syncing. Whatever.
I told you.
Keep talking about this.
It's gonna. I'm telling you, it's gonna sink all the way down. I'm telling you, that's what I told you.
Welcome to volume 15 of Narratives in Focus. This one is probably gonna be the most special, and with my parents that'll release on the 20th episode. But I'm here with my brothers. We're sitting in age order. So I'm the middle child. He's the youngest.
I'm the oldest.
The oldest. Yeah. Oh, and today's actually my birthday. Today's my 22nd birthday.
Happy birthday, little brother.
Thank you. We just got back from Tai Fung. How'd y'all like it?
It was okay.
He's very particular with what he
It was
eats.
okay.
He had Starbucks before this.
I honestly don't think I'd go. I'm not fiending to go back again, but it was good.
I love Asian food, so as you know, this was awesome.
Yeah.
That dessert we had, oh my god.
Disgusting.
Literally. It was that like chocolate, the one you see on TikTok. When
But I don't like
pop it and
chocolate.
shit comes out.
It was like a Nutella, liquid Nutella with this like cream and salt on top of it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
But it's March 3rd. Beautiful ass day.
Where are we at right now? We're on my campus. That's right. It's not his campus
Y'all
yet.
are really gonna see like how we interact as brothers. Like,
It's not his campus yet.
We are very
Competitive.
one. We're competitive. Two, we have very different personalities, as you'll see.
Yeah.
But
Earlier today, he went on, really out of nowhere, he goes, "Oh, I'm the most handsome in the world. There's nobody else."
you say the same thing,
No,
bro.
I don't.
Nice
The
little
same
fit
thing.
check.
Okay.
Most attractive brother right here.
See, like I'm saying.
I can't even get to the first question. This is gonna be a long one, just so you know.
It is.
I bought a second battery just for this
Which
In
should
case
go
it
to my
dies.
apartment in Ohio.
on accident. Yeah.
All right. Let's just get into it.
But yeah, so we're at LMU. Like I was saying, March 3rd. I was talking with my group chat, shout out Yuri, about the best birthdays. I feel like I got one of the best birthdays. You know how there's like let's say, no disrespect, but let me think about ugly birthday. I feel like
the
June
June 12th?
June 22nd. No disrespect to anybody born on
It's June 12th.
I know, that's why I said it.
But yeah, I'm 03, 03, 04 though. I'm almost 03, 03, 03. But
You could be born on tax day.
I'm
like
happy
me.
I'm not that old. Yeah, his birthday's the ugliest of them all. Everybody hates your day.
Not just tax day. It's also the same day Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. And the same day the Titanic sank.
So you're just full of
Right.
tragedy.
Let's just.
Hey, but it also is Jackie Robinson Day. So, come on. My boy Jack.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna.
You're not going to make a joke?
No. Okay, so let's get to it. Who are you? Where are you from? What's your narrative?
Alright, I guess I'm the oldest. I guess I should go first.
Right.
I'm Joaquin Hines. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Older brother to Kai and Taye Hines. My narrative, man, actually, I've never ever been asked that. Despite, watching the podcast, it's a weird question
It
to
is.
answer.
I wouldn't say weird, but
Weird to
I know
think
what you're
about.
getting at.
But
Hard to think about.
yeah, I guess my narrative is just one of dream and drive, and also of reflection. I've spent the first 20 years of my life chasing sports, chasing baseball, and it was the most fulfilling experience of my life. I had the whole experience, traveling, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Despite all the setbacks, the injuries, and it was something that I would never take for granted. It brought me to a lot of different places, a lot of different people, and it also brought me to where I am now and to grad school. So definitely drive. Sports has lived in our lives forever.
Yeah.
So it's something that I really, really am passionate about, and it's the reason why I'm studying what I'm studying in grad school.
Yep.
And then dealing with failure and dealing with heartache as well. Something I'm sure a lot of athletes and people who've played know this, but there are very few people who deal with very, very, very little adversity in anything they do, let alone sports. So for me, just the path, it taught me how to be a better brother as well, knowing that the actions I take won't always be the the correct one sometimes, or or anything similar to that. It's a very humbling experience.
Yeah. So as you can see, he's the yapper. I'm just kidding.
I knew he was going to say that too because I saw him look at me and I was like, he probably thinks he's taking a long time.
No,
I knew that too.
No, okay. He gave you damn near everything that we're gonna go to on his side of the story.
That's not true. That's not.
No, not damn near everything.
I'm gonna get. I get into it deep. Don't worry.
No, I meant like the bullet points of like certain things. Okay,
I'm also in interview mode today. I had a mock interview, so that's the reason why I'm like talking.
Hopefully he'll be at USC soon, full-time job.
Hopefully.
No, but I'll have to say we're gonna get a lot into our sports life, your sports life specifically as you went the furthest, and now you're pursuing that as a professional career. Mm-hmm. What else was I gonna say? Yeah. Your turn.
Remind me the question.
Oh, another thing. I'm actually gonna try to answer these because these are my brothers, so I feel like it's good to get all.
Then do you want to go next?
No, he's the host.
Yeah, I'll go last. You go.
Okay, so remind me the questions one more time.
So who are you? Where you're from? What's your narrative?
My name is Taye Hines. I'm 19 years old. I'm the youngest of us three right here. I'm from Los Angeles, California, specifically like Culver City, Baldwin Hills area. In my narrative, honestly, that's a tough question. I don't entirely know how to answer it. I felt like there's a lot of things that have happened in my life or play into my identity that kind of makes me like not really feel like I have like a concrete narrative. Like I don't know a story that I could say about my life like just off the top of my head. I could just say what goes into like how I got to where I am, and that's like family, school in a certain sense, my identity and the hardships that I dealt with in terms of figuring that out, my aspirations in terms of the career path that I want to choose, how open and perceptive I am to other people's emotions and identities. And then, yeah, I feel like that's what I would say for right now. I don't really, that's a tough question, honestly, for me.
Yeah, the good part is, and I forget who was the first one to say this, I think it was Josh, episode, or volume 8. He was saying, or he added on that like your narrative could change, and it's never concrete. So even you saying how it's changed, I feel like that's in and of itself part of your narrative, that like it's always changing.
My narrative started with you, really. Like my life story.
Oh, like your first memory?
Yeah, my first memory was meeting my little brother Taye at the hospital.
So it was fuck me, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I met the most handsome one first, apparently.
No, that's what you get, because there's so many photos of just you two.
Stop
and it's
and
it's always, oh, you weren't born yet. It's always, you weren't born yet, so I'm not in these photos. That's what you get.
That's true.
He's got middle child syndrome. That's when you got.
Well, the photo you posted today doesn't have him. I didn't repost your guys because those.
Yeah, why didn't you?
Those are bleeders. I think it's not needed.
That's how you look now.
Okay. My turn to answer the question. This is gonna take a while. As in like, yeah, we low key gotta. We might have to be a little concise with, not concise, but there's a lot of questions I'm gonna ask.
Don't look at me. I'll make sure that I'm.
Well, see, that's why I don't want to be in the middle, because I would look one way, but now I gotta look both. Anyway, yeah, you know what I'm getting at. My narrative. I actually answered this partially on my fourth volume with Kayla. She put me on the spot with a lot of questions, but
good job.
Yeah, now I'm yapping. My narrative, obviously, it's still being written. I feel like a lot of it, for me, is more so recently, especially trial and error, and resilience. I would say having fear, but learning to move through it, not around it. I used to move around it, but now through it. Yeah, just trying a lot of things, seeing what sticks, and learning from the things I don't. Not taking my losses as defeats, just learning lessons and just trying to get 1% better every day. Like I have it tatted on my ankle, Kaizen. So yeah, I didn't get it tatted because of my name. But yeah, so I would say that is my narrative.
Beautiful.
How was that? Was that a yap session?
No.
Clear and concise.
That was actually pretty good.
Take some notes, Joaquin.
All right.
Okay. First question. I have some questions for like them specifically, and then for all three of us. But it makes sense to start with all three of us. So, growing up as three brothers in the same household, what do you think that environment taught you or us early on? Also, shout out mom and dad. I know y'all better watch this one. I swear if you don't. But yeah.
I guess I'll go first as the oldest. So
You don't have to say that after every.
no,
It's only question 2. My bad. Go ahead.
Growing up, it's looking back on it now, it's really interesting because I say it all the time when it's just us three, but the way mom and dad raised even you compared to me is very different, and especially you compared to me.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up knowing that you two were always watching me, and like dad always wanted it to be known that whenever I do an action, it's important to understand it before I do it because you guys will be going down the same path at some point.
He wanted it to be known to you, right?
Yeah.
Like he told you that when you were young?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good teacher moment.
Good father.
Because I didn't know that.
So everything I did and didn't do, in the back of my mind, I wanted to understand from your guys' point of view, this is something you guys consider yourself doing the exact same thing. So I would have a lot of comments, especially at high school, where the administration would be like, "Oh, your little brothers are awesome," and I'm like, "This is what I want to hear," because they know me, but I want to hear them talk about my family and people that are coming after me. And then just the stuff I'm able to hear about you guys now, because I've been gone since I've been 18. So
baseball.
It's really satisfying to hear just how driven you guys both are. I mean, you've been living with him longer than I lived with either one of you guys.
Yeah.
I left home when you were 14.
Damn.
And it's felt like a blink of an eye. But onto the younger memories, like us being competitive drove us in each of our own ways. And I wouldn't trade that for the world. But that was my favorite.
I agree. Before we even go into it, I couldn't ask for any better brothers.
Me too.
Couldn't ask for a better older brother.
Agree.
Better younger brother. Yeah.
I think being the youngest was definitely, I feel like it was easier in some aspects than obviously being the oldest or being the middle child. But I feel like it was also harder in some aspects. Yes, mom and dad were genuinely or generally more lenient towards stuff than like that maybe like you did if I did it or like I wanted to like go out or do something like that. But I felt a lot more of like internal pressure in theory, whether it was like in sports or academics or something like that, to live up to your guys' image. Because I would.
By a fucking bird. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Is there something?
Show me your
head. No.
Bro, something fell on my head.
It's kind of good.
I swear. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Whether it was like sports or academics, I definitely felt, and that could have been self-imposed, but I mean, just like kind of to echo what you were saying, like I would always hear from like teachers or like coaches are like, "Oh, your brothers were amazing," or like, "Oh, your like brothers were this and that," and I felt like in some certain aspects I had to live up to the image that or the precedent that you guys had set. So it made being younger hard at times, but I mean, I don't think I would have ever yes, I would have liked to be an older sibling, but I'm kind of glad that I was the youngest sibling. I very much enjoy the position that I was put in, having two older brothers that watch over me and care about me.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine you as an older sibling. I just really couldn't.
I'd be an amazing older sibling.
Maybe to a girl, but not to another younger brother.
Yeah.
For
You
me,
enjoy it.
how would I say this?
You're the middle child.
I guess you guys kind of.
That's literally what he's
That's
thinking.
literally what it is. But no, you guys kind of went on the older child, youngest, so I'll go off with a middle child. Actually, going back to what I said just previously about them being good brothers. Actually, yeah. Okay. Middle child. Yeah, I actually, as much as on the surface, there's some things that I don't like. But honestly, like I feel like it was the best of both worlds. Literally, I could be an older brother and a younger brother.
You are.
Yeah, and what I was going to get into, I feel like, well, I know I wasn't the best older brother to my younger brother at times, and I'm working on that now. But it's something that I never take for granted, and I just got to learn to communicate that better. But they've both taught me a lot. Like, I've gone to school with both of them. I haven't really played baseball with you, but we would always practice together, like 5 a.m. Literally at the field right down here. Where is it?
Down there.
It's right
Down there.
It's
That
down
way.
there,
That way. Yeah. Shout out Coach Pringle.
Shout out EP.
6'4" EP.
Yeah, we went to the range 2 days ago. It was funny. But yeah, just I feel like being a middle child, it taught me to. There's a lot of things going into it. I'm usually a nonverbal person, probably because of him, because he would do a lot of things for me, like talk for me. When I was a kid, I think, yeah, they thought I had like a speech impediment. Well, maybe I did, but like I was just slow at learning to speak because he would understand my gibberish and I just wouldn't have to really articulate. I don't even know if that answered the question. That environment just taught me.
I think it made you a grinder. I think being a middle child, because you lost being the younger child so soon because of Taye. And I mean, obviously you don't really remember being only like the youngest child.
Yeah.
But when Taye was born, you obviously don't remember, but at the time, you had to shift off of being the baby so quickly.
Yeah. And I don't even remember it, but
that reminds me of the photo of him like.
Yeah, that photo.
So, I think it made you really. I think it made you. You're by far the most independent out of the three of us, and I think that is absolutely something to do with it.
Yeah. Thank you, and I actually will say something a little bit about that. This is kind of part of the middle child syndrome, but it is true. Like the spotlight really isn't on you as much, and I learned to be okay with that. And I'm very thankful for that. Like as much as I joke about it, like I'm very thankful that I have learned to be by myself and be like, oh, it's okay if it's not about me. Not saying you guys aren't either, but just the way I was raised in that environment forced me to learn to be that way, kind of. So yeah. But next question is, how is our cultural background shaped? I guess your mindset and the way you are, like your perspective. We are African American, Mexican American, with a lot of Spanish blood too. So
got some Native American in there.
Native American.
Shout out Nana.
Grandmama.
And Grandmama.
But yeah.
Want to go first?
I feel like I'm definitely very happy and blessed to have been /be like biracial. I think that it plays and played into like the identity that I have now and how open I am about people, ideas in general, because like I come from very diverse backgrounds. I generally feel like I can understand people who come from diverse backgrounds also, or people who just don't come from my background at all, which kind of ties into like me understanding ideas that are kind of different from mine, because my entire life I had been exposed to one culture, African American, and then another culture, Mexican American or Spanish, and they're completely different, like they're opposites. So I would literally learn how to like one day be with my black side of the family, and another day be with my Mexican side of the family. Certain customs and rules that I could maybe do with one family and not do with the other. And that kind of made me more susceptible to change in general and being very open to it and excited for it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say for that. Yeah.
No, that was good.
Yeah, growing up biracial, it's the greatest, in my opinion. It's also challenging as well when you look like us, especially me. If you haven't noticed, I have very different hair compared to these two.
Yeah.
So especially with me being the oldest sibling going through school for the first time, a lot of my peer group didn't see the Mexican side of me, especially with my name being Joaquin. So,
Well, no, go ahead. No, yeah, I get it. My bad.
For me, my experience a lot of the time was just having people disregard the Mexican side of me. I never did because obviously it's who I am, and I have a lot of love for my family and my culture. So for me, it was a battle of trying to stay as mentally strong as possible with people who wouldn't accept what I was telling them for whatever reason, whether they thought it was a joke or just to be really mean people. But it taught me to just really be, have thick skin as well. Because yes, we live in Los Angeles, but even amongst minorities and amongst people that are not as fortunate, there's always going to be a battle. Especially when you come from two different sides. You feel like people will want to make you choose one or the other.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. So I am proud. I always will be proud, and I will always represent both sides of me.
Yeah. Now, I'd say it is kind of sad because those people who will make you choose one side are usually those ethnicities that you belong to. And it's kind of hard. And for us specifically, like when you see our skin color, you know what you see on the outside. So that's the first assumption, especially for you with the hair. But besides the hair, me and him, I would say, we get the same treatment just besides the hair. But you were the oldest, so you went through it all first. And we did go to I actually do have a question for you. We went to pretty much a predominantly Latino school.
In elementary school,
Yeah, elementary school. Was it like toughest there?
Absolutely. I mean, my journey was very different. Obviously, I went to 3 schools in the span of like a year and a half. Luckily, Nana was able to get us into La Bayana. But I didn't really have any friends throughout all of K through 5. I only had about 3 or 4 true friends throughout middle school. And my friends in high school were mostly my baseball team until I got moved to varsity when all my freshman class didn't really like me much anymore because I wasn't with them.
Yeah.
So
that's another story.
Baseball politics.
It was very interesting. I mean, after everybody ended up making it to varsity with me, it was
friendly
some feelings went away, but it was very abnormal experience for me.
Yeah. I would say that's why I think they've heard me say a few times that I'm very blessed and thankful for my friend group, and that I know it could be different because I observed that from your point of view, and even you with your struggles in high school with finding true friends. I always feel like I was just lucky that it kind of fell into my lap. Like shout out Jayden, first day of kindergarten, he walks up to me and he's like, "Do you want to be my best friend?" Literally,
awesome.
And then we become best friends. Like it literally that easy. Yeah, and just
If only it was that easy for both of us, right? Sheesh.
literally
Some BS right
Yeah,
there.
like I text Solomon. I text Solomon as we transferred to USC because the only black person I saw transferring in also. My LBs, Luke in science class. Like I could just go on and on. KyLee from ULI, Kayla, like everybody. It's just I've been lucky. So shout out to all of them also. And I'm happy that you found your friends now.
Oh, I have a good.
Yeah.
I've always had a smaller circle of friends. Shout out Jack Mason, Tanner, and everybody else that I'm missing for some reason. But I'm the kind of person if you can't have the very large close circle of friends. I feel like I'm always so busy that I don't have the energy, the time to catch up with everybody all the time, and I don't have the desire to have that big of a group either. A true close friend group.
Would you say that you don't have that desire because of your past experiences, or
I think
no?
I think so. Some of it, it's kind of hard to know when I don't know the other side. But when you grow up and you kind of forced to not have a big friend group because of your circumstances and because of how you're being treated and everything. You kind of start to not care.
Yeah.
And so for me, I didn't care what anybody thought about me. My routine growing up was the exact same. Especially when, we all got to high school and I'm driving you guys to school, but we're all going to practice in the morning, and then we do our day and come back home. That was my high school experience. And I didn't care a thing about it because that's what made me happy.
Yeah, that's a harsh way to learn that lesson. As in, like, I don't care what you think, but it's good that you learned it. In general.
Absolutely.
What about you?
What was the question?
Don't know.
It was like a build on, so I was a little like.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it was a bit on his past experiences. Never mind. That's the cut of the first part. That actually took a while to get through the first 3 questions. What?
He was.
Okay, I'm keeping that.
I mean, it's actually like 5:30.
Shut the fuck up. It's running and it's going. I mean, it's staying on.
So you kind of speaking Japanese then?
And me telling you to shut up. Respectfully, I love them.
I love
As y'all might not know from our interactions, we actually love each other. Okay, so baseball was such a big part of our lives growing up. You played until?
I played until my senior year of college.
I played first year of community college.
I stopped my junior year.
Yes.
Junior year, second semester is when I stopped.
But like baseball was our life, like every weekend forever until we stopped basketball around middle school. But yeah, what did the game of baseball teach you on and off the field?
There's so much I can say, but I think there's so many life lessons you learn. Failure is the biggest thing, I would think. Baseball is a game where you're inherently going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Mental. It's a mental game.
And it also teaches you like collaboration, communication, responsibility, trust. So many different things where you have to rely on other people, because it's not like basketball where one person can take over a game. Unless you're a pitcher, but you still can't win unless you score runs. So there's so many different things I can go down, but I think just learning to deal with adversity is the biggest thing, I would say.
Yeah. Want me to go? Or you go?
I felt like I was in a little bit of a different situation. I played baseball up until junior year of high school, second semester. I played it since like I could walk. Like my parents or my mom, potato, parents or my mom, like, and dad, like they kind of just, I felt like I was like kind of pushed more into it because like my brothers were already playing it at the time. And I felt like, if I'm being honest, in some sense, I always did have a little like, not like hate for the sport, but not like dislike for the sport. I felt like if I would have been pushed into like maybe like swimming or volleyball or even the piano, that would have fit more of my personality more. But I am glad that like baseball was the sport that I was pushed into, because like it taught me a lot about like being okay with like doing something that I didn't want to do, how to like work through adversity, because my personality in general, like it's very different from the type of typical personalities that you would see come out of baseball. And I had to learn how to mitigate like being around certain people, which definitely taught me a lot. And being also okay, like, because I stopped playing, like stepping away from an environment when at a certain point it just was not the best for you. So yeah, I felt like there was a lot of life lessons that baseball taught me, and I'm glad to have played it.
Yeah. We'll go more into questions about their baseball careers later. But for me, I would say it taught me, one, it's a beautiful sport. I learned to love it. It wasn't my favorite sport. At first, it wasn't my favorite sport. When I was playing, as I started leaving the sport, I really started to enjoy it, which was kind of hard, but I made a decision that I feel was best for me, and I don't regret it. But the sport just taught me a lot about, I would say, 1, failure, 2, adversity. And when I say failure, that's on the field. When I say adversity, that's off the field. It's like failure, like, you know how hard, well, you don't know sometimes, maybe not, but it's hard to play the sport, hit a baseball that's moving very fast.
For you.
Left and right, up and down. Shut the fuck up. Left and right,
I had the
up
best
and
batting
down,
average.
No, you didn't.
sitting in there knowing you might get hit by 90, so that's in the back of your head,
Yeah.
at least for me.
That's nothing now, though.
I loved fielding, I loved base running. I mean, I loved hitting, but that wasn't what I was best at. Shout out my home runs, though, those was tough. How many you hit?
In high school or
Just in total.
total?
We were actually really good baseball players.
I was never a power hitter, but like in my career, maybe like 5 or 6.
Give me contact.
I hit 1 in high school, 1 in the spring training field with a wood bat,
Yeah.
and 1 in a 50-70 field, so 3.
What sucks is all my home runs came
Oh,
from practice.
but a whole lot of inside the park home runs.
Yeah, let's go with
At
those.
least you had, I mean, that's good. Most of my home runs
Fast.
came in like scrimmages, so which would kill me.
So you just weren't
I wasn't
clutch.
thinking of the game.
No,
but
no, you
I
just
didn't
weren't
think of
clutch.
practice.
I was clutch.
I was clutch, like I was clutch, just not with the power.
Another question I was gonna. Well, let me finish this real quick. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's the failure on the field, as in it's a really hard sport, and you learn a lot about yourself. Getting back in that box, getting back up after you get hit, taking a bad hop off the face, anything. Hitting 3 out of 10 times is a very good stat. But off the field, I would say adversity is really the politics of baseball, where you got to deal with coaches, other players, coaches' sons. We don't need to get into all that, but you can imagine. So it teaches you a lot about control what you can control. Shout out my dad, because he taught us that, well, him and the sport, but you just have to put your head down and grind, and good things will happen. Yeah, but as you saw about the home run stuff, we're very competitive. We're all pretty close in age. So you think our competition between each other made us better or just more intense with each other?
I think both. I mean, boys are, especially young brothers who are in a competitive environment, are gonna naturally try to be better than each other. I mean, it's natural. But it was never the malicious kind of competitiveness.
Yeah.
It was just the bragging rights for the day, and then
I don't know about just for the day,
It
but
was more than
yeah.
day, because more often than not I'd win. So
Should we talk about all the times I won
like,
right
let's
down here
not
in
go
this
there.
field?
Let's not go there.
All of those fielding?
Tay, you the
They could
Okay,
be-
listen. Whatever you say about anything, hitting, I took hitting.
Hey,
Fielding,
what did
he
EP
took
say
fielding.
first?
I took fielding and base running.
What did EP say?
I
first
took
practice
hitting.
about
He got hit in the face.
it? You needed to bring a
remember that?
helmet. You needed to bring a helmet.
That doesn't matter.
Oh,
Overall
That's
hitting,
That's not hitting though. That's not
overall
hitting.
hitting was
That's not
me.
hitting.
Fielding, y'all can take that.
And he was like, he was very young, so we're not
You
gonna.
have the skill to be the best hitter.
One thing that I'll give
Absolutely.
him is everything, not everything. Most of the things we did, he did at the same time, just at a younger level, and
Yeah.
he was in the same room on the same field. So that I feel like that's also why younger brothers are usually sometimes the best at sports.
He lived at the field when we were kids.
I felt like genuinely like I had the most potential, but I had the least drive to actually like do anything with it.
I 100% agree.
Which is why, like they were both better than me in some senses. Yeah.
Potential. Just kidding. Well,
I think, honestly, I was the most
No, we were all-
naturally athletic at the youngest age, and I had the highest drive. You had by far the best skill set, or at least best tools. You just didn't you didn't have the drive. You were the good balance of both worlds, as being the middle child, of course.
yeah, I would say I was a balance, but yeah, we don't need to go into all that. But yeah, we were all very good athletes. Shout out our parents. If only they were taller.
Literally.
Well, no, because my favorite sport was actually basketball. Still is to play, but I can't watch basketball anymore unless it's playoffs.
I haven't watched an NBA game in I don't know how long. Man.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stay on the baseball stuff for now. So this one's for you specifically. You left home at 18 to pursue baseball. How has the experience in life been since that moment, and what did that moment kind of represent for you?
It was a needed move. Baseball was my life for 21 years. You know, the recruiting process is a beast. Just going through high school baseball, you know, it's a lot of jealousy, and but it's also a lot of, you know, what's the word? A lot of payoff as well if you get to where you want to go. Out of high school, I committed to play Division I ball at Fresno State. Was there for a year, and that was actually the most miserable moment of my life.
It was COVID too, right?
It was also during COVID, so I missed my entire senior year of high school, and then I also missed my first semester of college, and basically I arrived like December, and we had season 2 months later.
Damn.
So it was already stacked against me, but also I had a lot of health issues going on. When I was in my sophomore, junior year, I was running 6'6", 60-yard dashes times. I go to Fresno for a camp where they invite me out. I run like a 6'8'9", 6'9". I get to campus and I'm running like 7'2s, 7'3s, and I'm like, what's going on? And I had no idea what was going on with my body. All I know is I had that back issue and my hip issue my entire high school career. Down the line, 2 years later, I go get an MRI after years and years of going to the doctor, and they find out I have an autoimmune disease that had progressed so far that my back was starting to fuse. And I had no idea this was going on at the time. So for me, it was validation that, you know, when I was at Fresno, I felt like I was never given a chance, and I felt like I was good enough to be there, but my body wouldn't let me do things. I couldn't lift, I couldn't run, I couldn't really bend down and field. I was always in pain. So that was the adversity, and the people there. I don't talk to anybody from Fresno. I don't in contact with anybody. I just, outside of like my freshman class, it was a very toxic place. I'm not sure how all Division I baseball is, but it was not for me. Saddleback was fine, and then going to play Whitman with Jack, my best friend. Shout out Jack. It's the best decision of my life. I've had so much fun there. I played for probably my favorite coach of all time in BK, and it was a great end to my baseball career, even though, again, I got hurt my senior year.
It was tough, man.
So I lost both senior years, but I learned so much in my baseball career that I wouldn't trade it for the world, and because I ended up Whitman, my head coach, BK, is an alumni of the program I'm at now for grad school, and I'm about to graduate here in less than 3 months. So.
Yeah. No, that's good.
So, yeah.
One thing I would say is, again, as a middle child, I became very observant of him, of course, so whatever Dad said made sense, because, yeah, like, we were looking to you. And I was always looking at him at baseball. I was like, what is he doing? Because if he could do it, I know I could do it. I didn't mean it like that.
Okay. Like, I know what you intended,
I didn't mean it like that.
but it still sounded like...
No, but it's like that's my brother. We're from the same house, the same family. If he can do anything mentally, physically, I feel like it's somewhere in me that I can do the same thing. That could be, now that I think about it, that's the first time I said it out loud, but I feel like that helped me a lot. Because maybe I couldn't, but I was delusional to where I was like, no, I could do it. And then I actually started doing it.
You could've
But seeing him go through his college experience the first 2 years, I was still in high school playing, figuring out where I was going to go if I wanted to play. Because, again, it wasn't my favorite sport. Would you say it was your favorite sport?
Baseball? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it wasn't my favorite sport. So I was battling that. I was like, I love doing it how I do it now, but will I love doing this playing in Iowa or Wyoming? I'm like, so those are questions I was asking myself. And then on the other hand, I was like, is this hard for him? I might not enjoy doing this. I have so many other aspirations that I want to do, like see the world, go to places like USC, and all the experiences that those give me. I was battling that, but seeing him go through his experiences and his hardships kind of helped solidify for me that, and this leads into my next question. I don't know if you want to call it that I questioned the grind, or I was like, it's not worth it. But for me, I was like, it's run its course. Yeah, but all that to say, sorry. For you, because you went through the grind and I saw it, well, I went through it too, but I stopped at a certain point. for you going through it, like seeing it through fully, did you ever question why you were doing it?
I mean,
if it was the right thing?
The only time I ever questioned why I was doing it was when I was in pain. Never because I loved what I was doing. I would have played on the moon. Like, I didn't care where.
That was the difference.
But for me to sleep on a heating pad 24/7, to have my legs elevated on the bed 24/7, for me to sleep with the pillow between my legs when I'm just laying watching TV because I couldn't have my legs together because it hurts so bad.
This is while you were at Fresno?
This is up until I got to Whitman. So up until my junior year.
Being a D1 athlete in that state is a feat in of itself. Like, that's crazy.
I was living on Advil for almost 3 straight years, and because I didn't know what was going on with my body, I just felt like it's just the way it is. But so I'm doing all this, and being a Division I athlete, and also playing junior college ball, and also going to play at Whitman and Washington, all while being compromised so much to where I can't get good night's sleep.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever questioned. I was like, I may not be able to do this anymore because my body was giving out, not because of my drive. But also, it's important to note for anybody, like, it's not for everybody as well. Like you said, there are a lot of sacrifices I made. I left Los Angeles for one, and then I'm also in places that are not like, they're not very similar to me. Everywhere I've been, Fresno, California, Walla Walla, Washington, Athens, Ohio, those are all predominantly white areas where there aren't many people like me in general for me to relate to and rely on. So I felt like it forced me to, kind of just grow up even faster. But I think it was worth it.
Yeah. No, that's real. Now to you. You made the very difficult decision, and I say difficult because you were the youngest. We had all this. I do feel like there was definitely an expectation for you to follow through, and especially because you were also very good at it. But you made the decision to step away from baseball earlier than both of us. What did that moment of choosing your own path look like for you? And how did it feel to come to that conclusion? I know it had to take a lot of courage.
I feel like that moment of choosing to step away was kind of like me for the first time in my life prioritizing myself. I felt like from elementary school and even high school and middle school, to the me I am right now, my identity has changed a lot. I used to be a lot more open. I used to consider myself to have a lot more friends, which I have a lot of friends now, but the way I would just interact or be with certain people is much different than I am now. Like I said, I always felt like I was pushed into baseball, and that's no fault of my parents, because I did learn a lot from it, but that's just how I felt in terms of the sport. So growing up, I always felt like I had an expectation to be as good as my brothers were or better. So that was kind of always there and a mental stress on my mind. And then at a certain point in my high school career, but also just I was kind of like both of my brothers. I never played frosh. I went straight to JV. My brother right here, and then he went straight to varsity. So frosh was freshman, sophomore. That's the class that you're supposed to go into, that you join in with, that you bond with, that's your grade. I didn't do that. I went to people that were older, and it was good in theory, but those are people that were gonna leave before I was. So in theory, I bonded with the wrong group, and I felt like there was some resentment in the younger group. And then in terms of in my sophomore year of high school, after COVID, I kind of figured out some stuff about my identity, that I wasn't entirely fully straight, that I do like guys as well as girls. And that was honestly a very hard thing for me. I can speak more about that later, but just in terms of baseball, I couldn't even tell you there was no one that I had known in the past 4 years or 3 years that wasn't straight. It's yes, it's an acceptable thing, but the comments that you get, the looks, it's just once you're out and like proud, which I wasn't even like proud, I was just like out. The dynamic of who your friends are or were or what they think, how they interact with you, it all completely shifts. And that kind of also took away from my love for the sport, because like once like I was like true and open up about my identity, I also noticed that certain people changed. And especially because like if I'm not straight, which some people already like feel indifferent about, and I'm like better than you at the sport, it's just bad. Like it's just we're never gonna get along. Like you're gonna shit talk, you're gonna make some homophobic comment or some racist comment or something like that. So towards the end of my like first semester of junior year, my mental health was kind of in a bad state. And I felt like I kind of needed to step away from the sport in general. It had taken all that I could give it, honestly. I was very good, and I realized that I had the potential to be great, but I realized that that would have meant nothing if like I wasn't happy at all playing it. So yeah, that's kind of why I chose to step away.
Yeah, that was, you went into some other questions I had, but just hearing that, and mind you, we live in LA, that's a very open place, so if this happening here, imagine anywhere else, but.
Imagine in the South, the Midwest.
Yeah. Damn, I had so many things that I wanted to ask, but just kept going on a lot. No, not like that. I gotta learn this. No, I mean like, there's a lot of things, but, so okay, this is one that came back to me. You were saying how when you were out, well, I know I don't need to say this, but I know it takes a lot of courage to even say that like in front of here where anybody could see it. But when you first came out, you said you weren't proud. How was that? If you are now, how was that experience to get to a point where you're comfortable with yourself, or if you would say proud?
If I'm being honest, I felt like I'm much more open about who I am now. Like I don't lie. Like yeah, I'm bi and I like both sides, but there are still certain aspects of my identity that like I still struggle with, and like I'm still like not okay with, and that's just like I don't know what it is, but there's just some things that like I have to like really like put some time and effort into thinking about. But I mean, we were from a young age, I felt like we were exposed to religion. We went to Culver City Christian School. Our mom is Catholic, our dad is Christian. My mom's entire side of the family is Catholic. Our nana, my dad's mom, is like Christian or spiritual, is the word my dad likes to use.
I use that word too.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You go to the church right over here.
I'm on a Catholic campus.
I said Jesuit.
I'm gonna say, remind me to say something after that, but you keep going.
So I felt like growing up, like religion was very ingrained in me. And with that, kind of like the norms that came along with religion, like what it means to be heterosexual, like the norm of that, and the adversities that you face when you are homosexual or not heterosexual. And some of those ideas I felt like are definitely still ingrained in me. And it's like I've experimented like here and there with like guys, but I still like right now I could never see myself like going out and having a boyfriend or husband. It's just hard for me. Like that's like a step beyond just saying like, yeah, I like guys, and I'm not there yet to like be able to do all that. Maybe if I like find the right person, maybe, but it's just some stuff that I've got to go through in general. much more reflecting. And I felt like, or I feel like just like the people in general that like I came out around, and the media in general is just one thing that also kind of stays with me. I came out about in my high school there were I think 4 people out of a 2,200 2,500 high school. Only 4 people or 4 guys
We're open about it.
were open about it.
That's the thing, because you know
There's a lot
there's more.
But,
But to like say you're open about it is different. And like every single one of those guys, like they were mocked. They were mocked, or like people just didn't like them because of who they were. They put guards up, and like I will definitely say that people were much more tolerable of me and my identity than like maybe some of the other guys, because like I am a much less flamboyant type of like person who's not fully straight. Like I've kind of dressed straight passing. I don't really talk in like a gay way or do certain things that like align with like the homosexual side of norms. But seeing how other people would interact with like people who were open kind of made things harder for me to be comfortable with my identity. And that kind of played into like, I had a lot of mental health struggles when I was figuring out who I was. And I went like at a certain point, like I went down the path of self-harm when figuring out who I was. Thankfully, I haven't gone near that or around that path in a while. But yeah, it's just a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to unpack. Sorry, that was a long rant.
No, that was 100% perfect. I wanted to ask if you could speak to any young adult, male or female, about the power of, the relief of, the strength of following your path, choosing your path, believing in yourself, or taking that leap, whatever you want to call it. What would you say?
I mean, I would say there's going to be ups and downs. Make the leap, because at the end of the day, if you can't be yourself, then it's just your life is going to be very hard, I feel like. And I was talking to my pro fight, shout out Makai, and my 2 line brothers, Titus and Carter, but I think Carter was out of the car, but Titus about this. On the way back,
Come on.
from a hangout, you don't get it. I was playing music, and I was just like doing my own thing, like being myself, like singing along, and they were just like, I love how like no matter who you're around, like your personality is gonna be you. Like you don't change for anyone. And I've gotten that a lot more recently since like honestly I entered college. I felt like in high school I was very much like I would change my personality, or I would code switch depending on who I was around. Mm-hmm. And in college, like I began to care about other people's opinions less. And I think that's like kind of a big part that ties into being so open about who you are. Because in a certain way, like I do still care about people's opinions. Like I said, like I don't think I could just pop out with like a boyfriend right now. But it's about like realizing that like if you can't be true to yourself, then like not why are you like here, but like what are you trying to like prove or gain from like being around people who wouldn't accept you for who you are. Mm-hmm. And that's like a realization that some people have to come to. And if that means that like you have to like change the way you see people or stop seeing people, in the long run, I think that's going to be much better for your mental health and overall morale and the actualization of your identity as a whole in general. But there are going to be ups and downs that come with it, because like you'll lose some friendships, you'll see some certain people change, you'll rethink whether it was the right move to be open about who you are, but just trust yourself and you'll go a long way.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but for me, I would say just seeing you go through this, I don't know what to call it, just the experience of this, it really like, I admire you for it. That's one of the strongest things I can ever think of anybody doing, especially knowing the environment you were raised in. 3 boys, baseball, school, high school, all that. Okay, so y'all missed the last part of my beautiful soliloquy. So we'll go to you.
Yeah. Luckily, you'll get all of mine because everybody likes to hear me talk.
Okay.
What I will say is that I am proud of you. The courage and guts it took for you to, to come out and be open and true to who you are. You have my respect forever. I just feel terrible because I had no idea. I left it when you were 14, like I said. So I've missed your most important formative moments of of you growing into a man. And it felt like I failed as a brother when you first told me that you committed self-harm, because I had no idea. And obviously, you may not have been more comfortable to tell me or anything, but like for me, it felt like I should have been, as the oldest, I felt like my job is to always look out for you guys, whether you guys want me to or not. That's just how mom and dad raised me. And it felt like there was more I could have done. I could have reached out more. And I know how hard high school is, especially when you don't, like when things are changing so much and you don't have a stable group of friends all the time. And if I could do it again, I would do things differently. But I am proud of you always, and you will always have my respect and love.
I second that.
I know, well, I appreciate that a lot from both of you. I know that like mom and dad felt the same way when I told them that I had self-harm too. But I never faulted any of you guys for not knowing. It was just, I didn't know how to express it. There was no one in our family that I knew of at the time, or really extended family that wasn't straight. And with society and in high school and all that stuff, it was just a lot to take in. And then, so my outlet became self-harm. But it was also just about accepting it. I was still trying to deny a certain aspect of my identity. Mm-hmm. And self-harm became the outlet for that. The urges or whatever I was dealing with at the time. I felt the second I told people or mom and dad is when I was truly oh my, I can't go back. It was a significant.
Go back?
When I told mom and dad that I had self-harmed, they had made me promise that I would never do it again. Mm-hmm. And I knew in some sense that they would ask that of me. So it was kind of a culmination of I know what I've been doing is bad for my body, and I know that they're gonna ask for this. So it's about testing my resolve, and seeing if I can genuinely make this promise and figure out a way to find another outlet when things get hard, because I am out now. Mm-hmm. And I understand that what I had been doing is not good. It's not good for anyone. But yeah, that was just more of an outlet for me because I didn't know how to express my feelings. Yeah. And then later down the line, I just talked about it, and that made things better.
Yeah. Again, that speaks to your strength, I would say. Because again, I can only imagine. You actually just said that last part, talking about it, because I was going to ask, what were some of those new outlets you found other than yourself?
My dad and mom made the decision to like send me to therapy, which I'm very grateful to have gone to therapy. In some senses, I still want to go back now, but I just haven't because I feel like I haven't had the time. But I think therapy is good for anyone, whether you need it or not. It's always good to just talk to someone. And yes, it can be your friends, family, but I feel like when you're talking to like an actual therapist or professional, like it puts you in a certain type of environment. But it was like therapy, or it was music, video games.
Boy, always yelling in the other room.
Driving by the beach, just swimming. I always felt like my most free when I was in the water, whether it was a pool or an ocean.
You started swimming after you stopped playing baseball, right?
I did. I got a job and became a lifeguard and swim instructor
First
at the YMCA.
black lifeguard.
And it was just about like spending time with people that like actually want to be with you now. Because like once I came out, like people's perceptions of me, at least in high school, changed. And my best friend, still my best friend, my cousin who I grew up with, Taye, he wasn't out in high school. So that was honestly hard because we went to elementary and middle school together, but high school, which was my most transformative like moment in my life, my best friend wasn't there to help me through it. I had like 2 other very close friends. Our chat's called like For Life, because no matter what, we'll be together for life. Who I met in elementary school called Vanessa and Fernanda. Sorry, named Vanessa and Fernanda. And I love them down. So I had them, and that helped me, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we said about the swimming. When you stopped playing baseball, you didn't just stop living. So what did you... Well, I know that now you want to become a Supreme Court justice. How did you come to that? How did you shift into that path?
I know, that's honestly, I feel like that's such a hard question for me to even really think about, because like I can say I've wanted like that career path for a while, but I feel like the reason I've wanted it has shifted so many times.
Can you name a few, if you want?
I've really understood that I wanted to go into the field of law at least in 6th grade. I actually had a journal about why I wanted to go into law that I wrote when I was watching YouTube play baseball.
6th grade. Wait, say that again? Sorry.
That I wrote when I was watching YouTube play baseball.
You wrote?
I was in like the stands, and I was like writing like why I wanted to go into law. I actually sent it into like our big family group chat with like Anina, Alma, and all them. I don't have it anymore. I somehow lost it, but
You know, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's why we gotta check the group chats more.
At first, it was because of a TV show called Baby Daddy.
Nice.
But there was a attorney in it named Riley Perrin. And that was just kind of like my first exposure to the law, because we have no attorneys in our immediate or really extended family. So seeing it on TV, like, yes, it's much more glamorized, but it was just like a profession that like I could see myself going into, because I've always been a much more empathetic person. I feel like I understand people's emotions very well, and I also take them on at certain times, which has its ups and downs. But even given like all the adversity like I feel like I faced in my life, like I would still like I like to help people.
Yeah.
And I feel like there are many avenues of doing that, but being an attorney and then a judge is just what kind of called out to me the most, because I've been very good at public speaking. I have like a speech impediment a little bit, but when I need to like lock in, I'll lock in. And if it's something I'm really passionate about, I can kind of focus and kind of like rock out in a certain sense.
Yeah.
And then like just like more recently, like in the recent years, seeing, because the majority of my life that I can remember, I've been under like for the majority of my life, the presidents that I remember has predominantly been Trump. Which is like, I was too young to remember Obama, and Biden, like, yeah, I remember his presidency, but he was he's pancaked right in the middle of
the worst
Trump
presidencies of all time.
So like the presidencies that I remember is Trump. And I mean, you guys know like my identity, like I'm biracial, I'm bisexual,
2 no-nos for him.
which is like 2 no-nos for him. And like, even if we look at like the past Supreme Court rulings, like the highest court in our government, in our country, which is supposed to be impartial, which is supposed to be like the absolute rule of law, it's not. Like, politics play into the decisions that the justices take on. No matter what anyone says, politics plays into their decisions 100%. I mean, they get elected during presidential terms. Like,
You get appointed by them presidents every time.
but from the overturning of like Roe v. Wade, which I get that like I'm not a female, but like that's just a fundamental right that I stand behind. Like, you should have the right to decide what you do over your own. Well, I was about to curse over your own body. Or the overturning of affirmative action in higher education. I felt like that was just such a slap in the face for the marginalized groups that genuinely benefited from it, because since it's overturned, like, you have seen admissions in higher education or admissions in certain job offices go down. But those were implemented for a reason, to help mitigate the racial wealth gap or the adversity that minority groups were facing, because certain, like, not white people, but like because certain demographics had a higher stool in society, I guess you could say. So that's also kind of like reinforced my decision to make it to the Supreme Court. I would definitely say if I were to pick a side, I lean more liberal. But I try to, like, I would say I'm very independent. I don't like to pick sides, hence my identity. I don't like to pick sides. I like to stay in the middle. Cause like,
That's funny.
if you're like a conservative, like, I'm not, like, I'll listen to you. And I think that both sides have merit, but I just tend to lean more towards liberal. But yeah, that's kind of reinforced my passion to go into law, at least.
That was
You called me a yapper?
Sorry.
You called me a yapper? Jesus.
that was
That is the longest response. I feel like this entire length of this podcast,
this
like
entire
most of it's been Taye actually. So
All right, going to Joaquin's questions.
Oh, well,
We're
no,
done
I
here.
was gonna say I'm trying to
get all of his own.
I'm trying to balance it, right?
Oh,
I started
you're doing
with
a great
you.
job.
I started taking a nap over here. I started with you, but then I didn't want to go down yours and have him wait. And then now I feel like the conversation, I just couldn't
Get away from Taye. Yeah.
like I couldn't ask a follow-up and just let it be, you know?
Yep. No, I get it.
I do have one more for him though.
No,
I'll make it quick, don't worry.
We are on
I'm gonna get a bed here in a second.
we're actually at LMU's campus right now. You go to school here right now. I will in August. I don't know when this releases. Low-key near August.
God damn,
Really?
5 months?
Maybe like June, July.
You hear this?
June. I think
Man, you gotta make us wait forever.
Anyway, how is it taking the class with our dad teaches at LMU too, so shout out that tuition remission.
That's crazy.
How is it taking No, shout out him, sorry, not shout out the tuition remission.
So yeah, shout out him.
How was it taking class with him? Me and Leo sat in his class like last week? This last week.
Last week.
But yeah, how was it? Quickly.
It's a surreal experience. It's a surreal experience. I mean, I've grown up here my entire life. Like, my dad has been teaching at LMU for 16 17 years, which I'm 19. Like I've been.
It's not even 6'7".
That's not even 6'7". Which like I've been here my entire life. I fell in love with the campus. I think it fits my personality. I applied to one school, guys, and it was LMU.
So did I.
It just fits my identity more. Like it's an open campus. The class sizes is relatively the same as high school, like 20 students to a class and a teacher. I enjoy it. Like it even like led me into the greatest fraternity in the world, Kappa Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Shout out my profile right here, my big brother in two senses, I guess.
That's the first time you ever said that.
All right, and it's the last time I'll ever say it.
In both ways.
But yeah, I mean, my dad went to LMU. He's BQ.
Shout out BQ. Shout out LMUSC.
LMU, USC, and Pepperdine fall under BQ. My brother goes to USC, or went to USC. He's BQ. So, but yeah.
No, I was saying I still go because I'm.
Yeah, he still goes. But yeah, I mean, it's been a surreal experience. And to be able to like not only go to his campus, but like take his class and realize how many students love him, how good of a teacher he actually is. It's just amazing. And I couldn't have asked for it. It's like most students don't get to do this.
Yeah, we're probably 0.000.
I'm very fortunate and I am beyond blessed.
Yeah. But, okay. Your turn.
Joaquin!
So back to you. How you feel?
I feel like I don't know. I haven't been talking.
You feel like the
for
middle
a
child
while.
right now?
No.
Okay. So we're talking about school around the campus. You don't go to school here. You go to
Ohio University,
Studying.
Bobcats. I study sports administration. It's a dual master's program. I got my MBA last year, and then I get my master's of sports administration May 1st. So I'll be graduated, and I'll have 2 masters and a bachelor's, and about to enter the real world, the real workforce. So
By
to you, huh?
24.
yeah,
What a great labor market to go
By
into.
24.
I know it's gonna be.
Well, by the time this actually
Yeah.
releases, he's gonna have a job at USC. So
Let's knock on wood. I got my first round interview on March 9th here in today's what, 3rd? Yeah, in 6 days. So knock on wood.
yeah. So what drew you towards this path? I mean, I feel like I know sports background. But
Yeah. Well, growing up, I mean, I only really had 2 passions, would be sports and animals. But, you know, playing baseball really dictated what I could do. The schools I went to were dictated because of baseball. And going to Whitman it's an amazing school, really, really good school, but it's a liberal arts small college. So there isn't many major opportunities. So I was a philosophy major, which I thought was a really good choice for me because I knew I was going to go to grad school. I knew there wasn't a major that I really was attracted to that I could, you know, hop straight into the workforce. So I wanted to challenge myself, and I know philosophy challenges you to critically think and just to, you know, try to understand things in a way that, you know, just hasn't really been thought of before. Because, you know, there are people from hundreds of years ago writing about the current state of the world at that time, but it can still be related to this time. Yeah. So it was really challenging, but really fulfilling. I got a lot of my writing skills done there. No ChatGPT was used. No ChatGPT was used.
Why are you pointing at me? Oh? Shade.
But yeah, but like I said,
cum laude at USC.
So you're cum laude? Yeah.
I did my shit.
But what brought me to Ohio was after I tore my labrum my senior year of college, I wasn't playing. So I had the chance to just sit back and watch my teammates play and watch the sports world and college athletics itself come together. And that's when I realized that my love for college athletics was unlike anything else. So I talked to my head coach, BK, and I was like, you know, I want to do college athletics. This is what I want to do. And I want to be an AD one day, specifically the AD of USC, because I'm a Trojan through and through, even though I never went there. That's my school.
Or parents.
And BK happened to be an alumni for the #1 sports administration program in the country, Ohio University. And I applied, got in. Now I'm about to graduate, and I'm applying for jobs in fundraising and development. So I want to raise money for athletic departments, and then one day use that to become an AD. So
I have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
I was trying to call mom because they were going to take off on their flight. I was going to say
That's fine.
No. You go ahead. They just didn't pick up, so.
Obviously, you chose Ohio University.
Yes.
But you also had another option to continue playing baseball somewhere.
Yeah, that is correct.
So,
I didn't even think of that.
I know, like, you were hurt, you missed your senior year.
Yeah.
Baseball is what you love the most. So, like, at a certain point in your life, you chose to step away from it to pursue what you're pursuing now. So what was your decision-making process for that?
Well, it's interesting. After I tore my shoulder and I had surgery, I had the chance to, I jumped into the grad transfer portal for when I would graduate, thinking, I'm gonna go play 2 years. This is before I knew, because I had 2 years eligibility still. Before I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So I talked to my coach, applied to OU, and my decision date was on my birthday, April 15th. That's when I got my email.
What a great birthday.
What an interesting day.
I know. But at the same
Literally.
at the same time, BK was reaching out to coaches out here, and I had an offer to play at Biola University, so Division II ball out here in Greater Los Angeles area, which would have gave me literally the entire world. I would have played Division I, 2, 3, and JUCO, which is crazy. So, but what's even crazier is the day I got my decision on my birthday, I also got a text from BK saying, "Hey, the coach from Biola said if you want to play ball, you have a spot on the team." So I had 2 choices.
Funny how life works.
It is crazy. I had 2 choices. My dad always says, one like today, as like we were kids, your toughest decision will be whether it's the chocolate donut or the glazed donut. And then he said, one day those decisions will be real. And at that moment, it hit me. It was like, I have a chance to chase my dream of playing ball as long as I can, or I have a chance to chase my dream of being an AD one day. So it took me some reflection, and I realized, I looked through Ohio University's program again and the alumni, and I saw where do these ADs from these big schools come from?
Power 5.
Exactly.
4 now, right?
Power 4 now, rest in peace, Pac-12.
Let's not talk about it.
But I know. But
Whatever that means.
AD of Tennessee,
Whatever that means.
AD of Florida, AD of UCLA, ex-AD of USC, everybody went to Ohio University. And when I saw that, I knew my decision was made. So that's
good.
It was tough. I left 2 years on the table, but it was the right choice for me, and I value all my time here and also when I was playing.
Yeah. One thing I'll say, just a quick observation. We all walked away from the sport from very different circumstances. You could be Michael Jordan also. You got to walk away from the sport one day.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going to ask this, but it came out perfectly.
You going back to Taye now?
No to everyone, but more so you. Because you had the opportunity to play. I had the opportunity to play. He did too, but he stopped. Well, you can answer it too. But how did it feel to hang up the jersey and know you will not be playing again?
Oh, it sucked. It was a very, very tough thing for me because that was my routine in my life. And, going from practicing and playing every single day for 16 years to, man, the last time I swung a bat was alumni day last year.
Yeah.
So it's humbling, and it's bittersweet because being back on that field, hanging out with my old teammates, it's awesome. But deep down, if I could, I would just play forever. I loved it so much. The field was my happy place. And to have it, to have that taken away from me twice, senior year, both in high school and college, that is something I'll never ever fully just accept in terms of
Class of
it
20
happened
just got
the way.
fucked, huh?
Yeah, class of 2020, man. Yeah, I got.
Sorry.
That was rough.
That's real. For me, it was okay. Damn, it's really falling. Back into the question about hanging out the jersey. I answered this before in the episode 10, but I'll just go again. The longer I've gotten away from the sport, the more I miss it. Because I'm honestly in probably the best shape of my life. Well, I'm not the strongest I've been. I was pretty strong when I was playing, but for my size. But I often do think about the other side of me, the other reality where I do pursue baseball the whole way through and like see it through. And I wonder how far I made it. Because I know I could have and would have made it very far. So it's hard in that aspect. But again, I don't regret my decision. It's more so, damn, I'd love to have that like competitive game again where it's instinctual. I just love sports when it's, you don't think, you just do, and it's like a thrill to do that for me. That's why I love pickup basketball, because it's the closest I can get to it nowadays. My probate show was the last time I felt like that. It was like this.
Amen.
It's just game day. You just gotta go. But yeah, I would say that.
Looking back on it now in baseball, I think it's like bittersweet, I guess, in a sense, because I definitely enjoyed, like, I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy the sport. I enjoyed the sport. I just didn't enjoy like the expectations that came along with it and the people that I played with. Mm-hmm. But the sport itself, I have much love for the sport, and like when I like watch it or see people play, like it's like, wow, I could have done that. If I had chosen to stick with it, like I would have made it far. Mm-hmm. And I like watching this sport. I enjoyed playing it. It was just a multitude of factors that went into me stopping to play. But my decision is like, I think the best one that I could have made, and I wouldn't take it back because it just marked like a pivotal moment in my life as a whole. So that's why I kind of think it's like bittersweet, but because I have so much love for the sport itself. But just thinking about it, it's like, but it's something I needed to do for the betterment of myself as like a person, and how far I've come to now.
Yeah. Quick question, yes or no? Because I actually had this situation. Unfortunately, I was out of the country. But Pringle texted me one time. It was like, hey, you still got your cleats? I got a game on Sunday at 8 a.m. We need a infielder.
That would have been awesome.
And I couldn't make it. And at the time, I was like, nah, because I haven't played in years. But nah, I'd suit up again.
It doesn't truly leave you. Like whenever we come back and we like take BP with Coach Chip at Culver High.
Oh yeah.
It's like nothing. Shout out Coach Chip, by the way.
Facts.
Shout out Coach Chip.
Shout out
Coach
Rockstars. Mm-hmm. Shout out all my teammates. All my good teammates.
all my good teammates.
Amen. There you go.
When I say good, I don't mean good athletically. I mean like.
Man, they know what they mean. They know what you
mean. But yeah, what about you? Would you play like one game?
Yeah, I mean, I know I could genuinely feel like fielding is like easy. I feel like if I threw and tried to throw across the diamond now, I'd be so bad. I'd throw that shit over the fence.
How did he tear his meniscus?
I tore my meniscus twice playing baseball.
No, but like fielding, right?
Shout out Coach Pringle. Shout out
those early mornings.
Shout out those 5 a.m. workouts right down here. There was ice on the field. Those are character moments.
But I tore it at Bill Botts.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
I remember him carrying you off the field.
Me?
No. When he tore his meniscus,
yeah.
I was like, Taye's being dramatic.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, we were like, what are you doing? And then you were like, I can't bend my knee, and I was like, because I remember it was a backhand up the middle, right past second base. And you just fall, and I'm like, oh, this dude just fell.
Literally.
And then he's like, I can't get up. I'm like, man. And then if he's carrying you, I'm like, oh, he actually can't get up.
Yeah. But again,
I felt terrible.
Out those 6 a.m. during COVID
in
workouts.
The sunshine.
We walking up the side of the hill because
literally
the walkways are blocked off. It's pitch black. There could be coyotes, skunks there. We walking up the hill. We got the flashlight on. Fielding ground balls, picking it. Bro, that's character. Y'all don't know nothing about that, bro.
Having a coach as dedicated to you as our coach Pringle was is such a luxury.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
We were not. He's a kid now. He's 4 or 5 years old. We weren't his kids. He was doing it for just the love of the game and for the love of us. It was definitely my favorite experiences of baseball in high school because my friend, it was us three, your best friend Jayden, my best friend Jack.
Yeah.
It was just like an awesome group of people, and I would do it all over again.
Yeah, I would say. Well, I did have one. I wasn't gonna go there, but you went there, so I do have to read this real quick. It's a year. Never mind, bro. I'll get back to it. But yeah, shout out all of them. Those are character building moments for real. In the moment, every morning, 5 a.m., I don't want to do this.
And I had to wake this dude up. I had to wake them up. I drove him, and then we drive.
Yeah. I wanted to do it the least.
That was the drive that we're talking about. For me, I was in charge of getting them up, making sure we were all, dressed, showered, getting them there, driving them back. And this is all before school. This is all before school. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's why I don't need energy drinks. Because we would do this, we would just force our way through it. And and that's what I mean by character, but like you got to find a way.
We would just wake up.
Yeah. There is no option.
And those were funny. The excuses you guys would give me for getting out of bed.
If you can feel it on that field, you can feel it on any field.
Absolutely.
I feel it was horrible.
But yeah, okay. For you, if you could tell student athletes who are starting to go into college one thing, what would it be?
Well, on the athletic side, it doesn't matter what division you play for. Like I said, I started Division I, bounced back to JUCO, finished at D3. And I genuinely believe the best pitcher that I ever played behind was Julian Hernandez at Whitman College, Division III baseball. The command, the speed, the stuff, just everything. He's the best player I've ever played behind. Ended up getting his grad transfer year at Oregon. But like on the athletic side, don't get caught up in the number of what division you play for. Especially now with the transfer portal, you can always move up. Like just have fun, enjoy the process. And I don't know about you all, but like I think playing is more important than whatever uniform you're wearing, because I would hate to look all pretty just to sit on the bench, never play ever. So that's what I would say athletically. And then I would also say that you should definitely find your drive outside of sports as soon as possible. Like my little brother said, nobody is playing sports for their entire life. You may work in it. That's what I'm planning to do. But you're not going to play until you're 100. You're not going to play until you're 50, unless you're LeBron James. But
that's why he's
the GOAT. But yeah, that's probably the advice I would give.
Don't come in the comments on the Michael Jordan LeBron. Yeah. If you can answer this quickly. If it's not gonna fuck up your career aspirations. But what's your take on the NIL?
That's not gonna mess up my aspirations.
Okay.
So
I don't know. Like if you say the wrong thing, like,
NIL,
we don't want him.
NIL, the practice is a great thing. There's no way. No. There's no way that student athletes should be allowed to.
In one sentence, tell them what the NIL is.
Oh God.
Yeah, what's the NIL?
NIL is like being able to profit off of your name, your image, and your likeness.
It's like getting
It's like patents.
It's like getting paid.
No, it's like it's like
Think about it.
It's like partnership deals. So like you work an ad.
Oh, okay,
Stuff like that.
Okay.
But like
It's their way of getting paid.
Yeah.
Basically.
You're good.
But it's also not, because now they go through collectives, which is basically just really rich donors will send money to the athletic department and will use those to facilitate deals for pay for play. What?
Nothing, your mic.
Well, for pay for play. So what would be, hey, this is an example of shady NIL deals. I'll pay you $10 to come to USC if you go work 2 charity events. That isn't, like, that's pay for play. That's not as that's not what NIL was meant for.
Is that illegal?
No, not now, because we don't have the NCAA is an issue.
That's not. But yeah.
You know, the NCAA just it can't enforce anything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're being sued into oblivion. So it's tough to see because the mission of NIL for players to get a piece of the pie is very. It needs to happen because you have if you look at most states, the highest paid public employee is the head football coach of the most relevant Division I program. You look at Alabama, it was Nick Saban. You look at Georgia, it's Kirby Smart. USC obviously is private, so California, but you know, Oregon is going to be Dan Lanning. All these schools that have big public institutions, the highest paid public employee is the head football coach of their biggest school.
Yeah.
So, and the players were making nothing at the time. So to allow them to have something is important, but it's gone too far. I'm all for players getting money, but there's got to be some balance between. The pendulum has swung too far both ways. It's got to line somewhere in the middle. That's what I'll say.
That's good. That was actually concise. I thought you were going to go into it. Well, that was because I had him
Yeah.
No, I had him explain it. Okay, so
Thank you.
as you guys can see, as we've gotten older, we've all taken different paths, even though we started playing baseball, same house, blah, blah, blah. I said blah, blah, blah like mom. What is that distance or that, not funneling, what's the opposite of funneling? Funneling, you're going in.
Yeah, widening? I don't know. Spreading?
Whatever. No, not skewing. Not skewing at all. Spreading. Diversion. Whatever you want to call it. Of
it's like USC education.
USC what has that diversion taught you guys about? I don't know, brotherhood, being brothers, family.
So leaving sports, is that what you're saying?
No. Just like us going our separate ways.
It's well, for me, like I said, I left so much earlier than you guys. I've been on my own divergent path for so long.
Divergent is the word, yeah. Well, no, I did say that. Go ahead.
I've been on my path for so long. It's so normal to me now. It's just, you know, living together with both of you guys was awesome. And each time I come back, I fall right back into when we were kids again. It's like I always mess with them all the time.
Bro makes up for all the time that he
I know, I do. Because I love it. And, you know, it feels so natural for us to
It's like he's a little brother now.
You
can't lie.
No. You gonna let him
It's like he's the little brother now.
I'm never the little brother.
He tries to mess with us.
No. Taye, don't even start.
Okay,
finish your sentence.
All right. You interrupted me. So.
I'm gonna. Yeah, bro.
I told you it's gonna go down.
Big back.
I think you need to start losing some weight.
Dude, you made me lose my train of thought. Regardless.
Nah, they seen a real us right now.
For real.
I'm spazzing out. Go ahead.
Shit, what were we talking about?
It doesn't fucking matter.
All right, someone else.
I'm just kidding. No, about the path, the distance of path.
Oh.
You were, when you left early, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it just taught me to just like search for what's ahead of me faster and to be okay knowing that it'll take me different places. Because, you know, growing up, you were the one who always wanted to leave.
Yeah.
And I was the one who wanted to stay. Like my dream, well, yeah.
As much, well, not leave LA, but if I leave LA, leave the country. But
like my dream was to always stay here and play for USC. That never happened. But it took me to Central California. It took me to Washington. And now I'm in Ohio playing sports, or not playing sports, but studying sports. So it taught me that it's okay to go different places away from home. And I can always make a home wherever my heart is. So
how beautiful. Yeah. How beautiful, Joaquin. Did you...
Amen.
Did you plan that?
No.
That was good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's a beetle.
Where?
Kai.
I'm just kidding.
It's a beetle.
Oh, where? I don't like
Oh,
right there.
Hurry up, I'm getting cold, guys.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Bro,
you live in Ohio. How are you getting cold to this weather?
It's still cold. Cold is cold.
Your question was like, how is us spreading apart?
What has that distance taught you? I mean, yeah.
I think...
We're on the other side of him leaving.
I haven't really experienced, like, we haven't really experienced it in the way that he has.
Yeah.
Obviously, I felt like him moving, or even you being like abroad, because at a certain point you did live abroad for 2 months. it's taught me that, like, because at that point you were gone and you were gone, and that was like my birthday, and I'd never spent and I had never like spent my birthday alone without at least one of my brothers there.
Was I gone? I mean, it's the summer, so I would have been back, right?
You were abroad. You were also abroad, or you were somewhere traveling,
Baseball.
or
was it
at
last
Ohio.
year?
It was something, whatever it was. But you weren't there. It was just me, mom, and dad, and then we went to Catalina Island. We had dinner, all that stuff. Just that, like, your family is gonna be there no matter what, but also that, like, our childhood days are kind of over. Like, life is moving forward. I felt like when I was younger, I was more closest to you, and then once you left, like, I kind of gradually navigated towards Kai, and I mean, we're still like home right now. Like, it's like, so I feel like I'm more closer in senses to Kai, but
You look like him, so.
It's natural.
but at the end of the day, like, I could call you for like anything. We don't talk every single day, but like, I feel like we have the relationship to where I don't need to talk to you every single day. Like, yes, mom and dad would like us to talk every single day, but I felt like that, like, familial bond will always be there no matter like how often I talk to you. So it's kind of just like seeing you go on your own path has like strengthened like my knowledge of like how family will be there no matter what. But it's also just like to be happy that they're going their own way and starting their life and getting like not their shit together, but like doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
To clarify, mom and dad, we do talk all the time. It's just more so in Heinz Clan than like one-on-one. So.
Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say is, I think the fact, because I agree with you on that, and I'm that way with my closest friends also. Let's see, like Alonso, where shout out Alonso.
He's balling right now at
His
Irvine.
episode is the 14th one, so it's coming out right before this one.
Crazy.
I'm filming that on Saturday.
Right.
Right after his game.
So you're
Yeah, he's going
filming
crazy.
his after ours, and his is coming out before ours.
Crazy.
Bro, I gotta make it work. Bro, he don't live in LA. He don't live in LA. When else am I gonna do it?
It makes sense.
But man, see, now I'm losing my train of thought. Oh yeah, no, what you were saying about we don't have to talk every day, or something like that. I think it's a testament to our relationship where, like, I might not see you for 5 months. As soon as you're back, it's the same bullshit that we do.
And it's usually me starting it.
Yeah.
Little brother.
Okay.
And one, my parents are 100% right that we should be talking every day, and we should, at least me, I should make more of an effort.
All of us.
And I need to find a way to do that. But that doesn't mean that we don't have the relationship to where we are like this close always, no matter what. And again, that's a testament to my parents, which we'll get into in the next question. But for me, I would say when you left, it was more so, again, I'm very independent, so it never hit that much because I was, one, I'm independent, and two, I understood. I was like, it's gonna happen. So I was kind of expecting it before it happened. Well, I don't know where you were gonna go because of baseball. I don't know where you were gonna go, but I knew you were gonna go somewhere. So I was like, when it happens, it's gonna happen. There's nothing I can do about it. So it never really had too much of an effect on me. Like, I knew when you would come back, it would be the same. So it's just kind of hard to like not seeing you, but I know like everything's good, which is honestly a bad assumption because I shouldn't assume that. I should make sure. But I would say that, and then it's more so when I leave. When I leave, like when I left to Spain, or my study abroad in Georgia and Armenia, then it's more so like, damn, I'm really out here alone. Like I really don't.
That's what it was. He was in Georgia and Armenia this past summer.
was
You
in
were
Europe
abroad this past summer. This
for
past summer
my
is when I spent my birthday
My
alone.
MBA capstone, yep.
Yeah.
So then it was just like, I don't know. Again, I feel like I had the best family ever, so maybe I take it for granted, which is why I don't feel as much of an effect, because I have that idea as in, oh, I'm gonna see him when I get back, or I'm gonna see him when he gets back, which obviously there will be a day when that doesn't happen, unfortunately, but that happens to everybody. So I kind of try to just look forward to that next moment when I'm gonna see them. Yeah, I would say that. But it's overall, it's taught me that no matter how far we're always gonna have that bond. Like, I could be in Georgia, he could be in LA, he could be in Hungary, and we can hop on a FaceTime, and it's like we're right here, right now. So I would say that.
Home stretch.
Power through.
We are wrapping up. Mics are good.
Height.
That means yes in Japanese.
He knows.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of our parents, we would not be here today, or who we are today, without them.
Shout out mom and dad.
Are you really on your phone?
I was reading something. What the flip?
What do our parents mean to you guys?
Man, everything. I've learned so much from mom and dad. God, everything I feel like I learned from mom and dad. Mom is the hardest working person I've ever met in my entire life. Also the worst person to ever answer a phone
Will
call
not
in my
text you,
entire
will not
life.
do anything.
Not ever have her as your
Oh my
emergency
God.
Seriously, oh my God. It's
It's a little joke
bad.
for you. Mom, we love you.
She'll respond like a week later.
That's not a joke. We do love you.
But for real, my mom is the hardest working person ever. God, just the self-drive she has.
Sun up, sundown.
Yeah, it's a sight to see. Largely the reason why we were able to go so many different places is because of how hard she worked. And I'll never take that for granted. And dad has been like a rock. He's the one that's always had.
You don't know what that means. Yeah, he actually is.
Dad has always been the one with the most flexible schedule most time. Him
And I
working
wanna-
here.
I want to say that he did it intentionally. Like, he took a sacrifice to do that,
Yeah.
so we could have the lives that we have. Because he was an actor before, and if he followed that path, the flexibility wouldn't be there. He changed his whole life and career for us. So, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're 100% right. My parents just, I couldn't say enough good things about them. I know when I had my my senior day speech in Whitman, when I talked about all you guys, that's the first time I had a chance to do that. You can look me in the eye because you started crying. You looked.
Wait, I started crying?
You couldn't look me in the eye. I was talking here, and you were looking straight down.
Yeah, I'm talking shit. I'm over here crying too.
Oh man! But seeing Dad record while I'm speaking and seeing him cry behind the camera, man, that hit me. I love my parents, and I'm so blessed. And there is not a single pair of parents better in this world than Maribel and Damon Hines. So, yeah.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. We're almost done.
It's like so hard to put into words. Like, my parents.
I know.
My parents are my heart. Like, genuinely, my parents are my heart. As you guys like know, like, I've had my ups and downs when it comes to like my mental health and stuff like that. But like, the one constant in my life has been like my parents, and like their love for me, and the way they would genuinely move the world for me, whether it was like academics, and my dad continuing to teach at LMU so that I could come out with no debt out of an undergraduate school, or maybe even stay longer so that I could come out of law school with no debt.
Crazy.
Or my mom, literally from sun up to sundown, always working, but when it matters, she'll step away or she'll do something like that. And just always being like constants in my life of people that like I could talk to. I think one of the hardest things for me to do is like tell them, like, open up about like my identity and like the mental health struggles I was facing. Because I didn't know how they'd see me, but they responded in like the best way that I feel like anyone could have responded. And that was like the response that like I needed but the response that I wasn't entirely sure that I'd get. Because you always hear stories about like when people like tell their parents certain things, like how they respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was just the response that I needed, and I got it from them, and that's a big part of like where I am here right now. And no matter what, like I could always go home to them. So they're genuinely my heart.
Yeah. I would say, one, I'm very thankful and blessed. Two, I don't always express it the way I need to and should. But, like, my parents are everything to me. It's one of those things where everyone says it, but, like, not everyone, unfortunately. But the people who do say it, all say it. I could just remember since like middle school, my friends would always, it's just like random funny shit, but they'll come to me with questions and I'll respond. I'm like, damn, how you know that? Or like how you come to that conclusion? Why you do this? Why you do that? 99% of the time I say, oh, my dad taught me that. Or like, that's what he told me to do. I just feel like I literally just could not be who I am today without them. That's just my dad, my mom, both of them. But there's nothing that she wouldn't do for me, for us. Yeah, like all the things I've done in my life, places I've been, purposes that I've found, fulfilled, just wouldn't happen without them. Like, what I'm doing right now, this whole foreign narrative shit, would never happen without them. Wouldn't have traveled places on their dime to go see things, eat food, meet people, realize I like doing that, put myself in a position to have my own money to do it now. It just wouldn't happen without them. And again, like, I just can't say it enough how thankful I am for them, my whole community, my whole village, my grandparents, my uncles, my aunts, my brothers, my cousins, friends, everything. I ain't mean for it to get into all that, but that's what I would say.
It's deep.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, that was another beautiful soliloquy that y'all actually heard. Sorry about that. We're wrapping up real quick. Losing sunlight. What does the human experience mean to you guys?
The human experience is something that's shared between a lot of people that people can understand and relate to. So when you talk about sharing it, especially it being a universal experience, love, music, family, passion, all of these things that can be shared with other people, I believe are the universal experience, and they're things that are meant to be not experienced alone. That's what I would say.
That's good. I'm not gonna answer this because I answered this before.
Just what is the human experience?
Mean to you? Yeah. Oh my God, I'm literally sinking.
I told you.
Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not standing up.
Go ahead.
What I think the human experience means.
I'm not that big.
I told you it was.
I'm not that big.
There you go.
What's up? Okay, go ahead.
What I think the human experience means to me, I mean, I've said it like so many times, like there's just like, and I'm realizing that more now, like there are so many like phrases or ideas or concepts or questions that like I don't think words can answer. I think the human experience is it's indescribable. There are so many things that go into the human experience, like who you're around, whether you're alone, where you are in the world, the type of ideology you have currently in your life, or that you changed from, or that is imposed on you. I think the human experience involves every kind of emotion. I think it involves hate, love, envy, pride. It involves everything, and that's kind of what makes it unique in a certain sense. Yeah, I just think it's, for all the ups and downs that come with the human experience, at the end of the day, you only get it once. So, yeah, it's just, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Quickly, if I had to define it in one word, 2 words, all encompassing. Is that 2 words or is that a dash?
It's a dash. It's a dash.
All encompassing. Yeah. Last question. Damn, I was supposed to do a random question. Let's see, real quick. Don't get mad at me.
Spirit animal. No, I'm joking. Canes or Chick-fil-A?
If you guys could think of one, then ask.
Canes or Chick-fil-A?
Someone asked if you could think of one. I'm thinking one right now. I'm thinking of one.
Spirit animal? Quick. Favorite animal? I don't know. Just say it's shit. All right. Figure one out.
If you're okay with spirit animal.
I'm joking. Just think of, yeah.
I don't know.
This is gonna be a cut where you're like, all right, we thought for like 5 minutes straight.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Fuck it. If you could be a tree, what tree would you be?
Excuse me?
Sorry.
Yeah, let's find something else other than that.
Okay.
If you could be a tree.
Okay, the Winter Olympics just happened. Which sport would you want to play?
Oh, speed
like the tree
skating.
one.
No. A tree?
You can answer tree.
Okay.
I'm answering tree.
All right. I would be a short track and long track. I'd be a speed skater. Moving fast on that ice. Man, I wish I could ice skate like the best
skating.
of them.
Shout out,
but speed skating, Alyssa Liu's, that girl's crazy.
She won
she's
with
good.
no quads. Amen to her.
But yeah,
what does that mean?
It's like you spin for Kai.
Quad.
As I was saying,
quads.
that's what I was saying. Speed skating, I don't know. The freedom of speed is something that's just that I fall in love with. So being able to move faster on ice like that, that's what I want to be.
I would say that one where you start flying. You know when you like.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that one.
It's like a ski jump kind of sort of.
Yeah. What about you? You definitely know
like
what I'm
skiing.
talking about.
Yeah.
All right, what tree do you want to be, Taye?
A cedar tree.
Cedar tree.
Cedar tree?
Not even like
I
a
gotta look that
redwood?
up.
Like a redwood tree or something?
Like a cedar tree.
That's
no.
what I'd be.
I mean, I actually was going to get a tattoo of a cedar tree, but I chose not to.
All right.
Maybe I would do Christmas tree.
No,
I thought you said cedar tree.
Oh yeah, I thought you said cedar.
Yeah, I was going to get a tattoo of the cedar tree, but I chose not to. But Sword Art Online and anime, if you know what that is, a cedar tree, like towards the end of the series, is like a big part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But also just like the meaning that a cedar tree has now, like in our world. I identify with it a lot. I'm not gonna say it. Just like search it up if you want to search it up. And then if it was a figure skating thing, or the Olympic thing, I'd honestly probably do ice skating too. I feel like.
Well, what kind of ice skating? Like figure skating?
Figures.
Okay.
That's like the spinny. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a figure skating. I do the figure skating. I like swimming and volleyball, but I've honestly been coming to appreciate figure skating much more because like. Seeing Alyssa, you can express yourself in like a certain way, and it just
That's true.
Like you have so much freedom with the music and the way you want to dance. And if you genuinely don't care about what other people think, I feel like that's gonna make you so much better. Like you'll be free.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
See a role model in that aspect. Okay, last question. Do you remember what I was talking about with the hoax thing? At the Tai Fung? What was I saying?
The fruity drinks for guys.
Oh yeah. If y'all I don't know why I can't. Oh no, because I was looking at my phone. I saw it. Fuck anybody who says fruity drinks you can't drink as a man. I drink them shits all the time. Oh.
I drink for taste too.
I drink for taste. So
I drink for taste.
I'm gonna sit down the beer and pick up my little
Margarita.
tequila sunrise, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Okay. I did not need to say that, but I just felt like I had to.
No,
okay.
no
At
worries.
the end of the day, what impact you want your narrative to carry?
When my narrative is over, I want it to be something that my family can be proud of, both the family that has moved on before me and the family that I would have left behind. I want to be someone that's always been supportive of everybody that I love and care about. And I just want to leave the world a better place. I'm a huge believer in the fact that there's nothing wrong with wanting to put a little piece of the world back together before you leave.
Mm-hmm.
When so many people in this world want to just destroy it.
Yeah.
So that's what I want my narrative to be.
It's beautiful.
I kind of want it to be maybe like perseverance, I guess you could say. That like no matter like where you go or where you come from or how hard things get, you can always like find a way out and onto like bigger and better things. Like a tale of like perseverance, but I would like to like affect people on like a mass scale, which is hopefully what I'll like veer towards with me eventually becoming a judge one day. But at the end of the day, if I even just like affect one person, I think I'll be happy. If I could just change one person's life, the way that some people changed mine, I feel like I would have paid my debt to like the world and the people who changed me.
I would say for you, I mean, I know for a fact you've already changed people's lives. You changed mine. Respectfully for you, I forgot what you said, so I can't say anything nice. But
Wow.
No, what did
That's
you say?
crazy.
Well,
It's a
whatever
family,
you
right, or
said,
something like that, for the next
it was
generation
you.
before
Oh,
the
yeah,
generation after.
yeah. You have. I'm so sorry.
Wow, I'm gonna start crying.
But yeah, love you too, brother.
Thanks.
That's a wrap. Thank you guys so much.
Wait. It's your birthday.
All right.
It's his birthday, guys.
All right. I thought we were gonna not do this because we ran out of time.
No, absolutely
Speed on
not.
it,
We
speed on it.
gotta have you read.
All right, let me screen read this. What I was gonna say was, not many ways I would rather spend my birthday. 22nd, 21st birthday, I'd want to drink. Let me get that.
I got it.
I'm
You
on
start
camera.
reading.
Can't litter. Nah, I don't litter off camera either. Okay, damn, bro.
Joaquin, that was Joaquin.
A brother is.
You better be able to read. You better be able.
Nah, I can read,
This is
bro.
gonna test him right here.
Read.
How much
I just
time?
like.
He's saying you wrote a lot.
What if it's some like emotional, personal shit in here?
I don't know. I don't think it's
Let's
that
see.
emotional for me. At least I don't know.
A brother is someone who, right from the start, has been in your story as well as your heart. Oh, it rhymes. A brother is someone you always rely on for laughter, support, or a shoulder to cry on. My reading's actually gotten a lot better because I've read a lot this summer. Sorry.
But you're good.
A brother is someone who's such a good friend, a source of advice, and an ear you can bend. A brother is someone, it's you to be clear. Oh, me, sorry.
Oh my god.
Who's loved a whole lot today and all year. Happy birthday with love. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
I'm shaking, it's freezing. Kai, 22 years have come and gone. You see, it's harder when I read your guys', but I should still be good. They do have good handwriting. I can say without a doubt that you are the only one of the three of us who could be the middle child. Yes. There's no way I would want that. LMAO. No, you don't.
LMAO out loud.
All jokes aside, well, no, he typed element. Not typed. Oh my god, I have a problem. It's
Yes, you do.
2026 anyway. The older we get, the close. Did I skip something? I couldn't be more proud of the man. Oh yeah. All jokes aside, I couldn't be more
It's that
proud of
US
the man
education.
you have become. The older we get, the closer our age gap feels. Those 2 years between all three of us almost feel non-existent at times. I agree. You are so mature and so driven, and it is so great to see that in you. Growing up, I always did my best to be the best example I could for you and Taye. You were. Whether I succeeded or failed, succeeded. I always knew you and Taye were watching. Oh, we spoke about this. You have grown into... Fuck, it's freezing. You have grown into a man that I am proud to call my brother. I love you unconditionally and support all endeavors you choose to take. I hope you always follow your heart and know that your big brother is always in your corner. I hate being gone all the time, but I'm always reminded that you are doing great things each time I look up. I love you and I'm proud of you, and that will never change, man. Can't wait to see your accomplishments. Happy birthday, brother. Love you.
Happy birthday.
That was golden hour for you. Here, you should turn around so you can see your golden hour.
Nah, he's the most handsome one. He doesn't need it, right? Oh, God.
Okay, now we're gonna go into Taye's.
Sit down.
My brother, happy birthday, Maine. Oh, you said Maine.
Well, like I say man, like as in Maine, like
I know.
it's a little slang.
Happy birthday, man. I'm so cold. I honestly am so blessed to have you in my life. The more I think about it, the more I realize you have always been there for me. I don't think I could have asked for a better brother. Our personalities differ in many ways. They do. Everyone says that.
Yeah.
But even just being in your presence brings me joy when I need it. I can't wait for our friendship and love to continue growing. Enjoy your day, and I will always be here. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Short and sweet.
And now it's a wrap.
Y'all are just
Happy
keeping me
birthday.
warm right now, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I love y'all. Is it full? Whoa. Hello.
Done.
Pieces.
I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that too.
That's a
Mom
wrap.
and Dad, I hope you're proud.
Love you
Shout
guys.
out the Hines family, Hines clan.
That's a wrap.
All right.